Hi everyone, my name is Maria and welcome back to Vixen's Victorious. Today I'm going to be talking about the Australian Diamonds game against the Silver Ferns. It was played at 3:15 a.m. this morning. So what's going to happen for the series, I'm just going to do a quick breakdown from each quarter and my predictions for the next game. We played, I was very nervous to be honest to play the Silver Ferns because we did not too well in the Constellation Cup. But we came out firing, we gave it a crack, and we came out victorious. So in the first quarter, we put the pressure on early and we got on top. We got to an early lead. My question was, are we able to maintain it? Because I know with the Vixens, like, we're able to get a big lead, but we weren't able to maintain it because it just sort of wasted a lot of energy getting that lead. That was my only sort of worry at that point. Ash Basil really made a really good early impact. She was just amazing throughout the whole match. It's great to see her on the Australian side. For me, I realized that New Zealand made a lot of errors in their attacking line, which gave us boundaries and turnovers, which lead to us getting more goals. But it was also true as a result of us putting a lot of pressure on them too. So it was a lot of the errors had come from the pressure from us, but some of them is just, like stupid errors. We all make errors, but that's okay. Yeah, I feel like our shooters were just more accurate than New Zealand's, definitely in the first quarter. Not too many mistakes from the Aussies. At the end of the first quarter, we were 17 and the Silver Ferns were 10. In the second quarter, New Zealand had a center pass, but we got a turnover and scored, and so automatically that increases our lead. We did have our first miss for the match in the second quarter. New Zealand kind of came more alive, but Australia still kept their control and kind of kept their momentum. New Zealand made changes like in the second quarter, because I think that they knew they needed something more to just be a little bit more competitive against us. Yeah, they were just kind of like struggling a little bit, but also too, they do have an experience, especially in the, it's a bit like, how the Vixens, we had an experience in the attacking circle. It was the same with the New Zealand team in the attacking circle, so I kind of feel for them. Yeah, the game became more intense with the changes that New Zealand made, but by the end of the first half we were 30 and Silver Ferns at 21, so we were still in the lead by 9. In the third quarter, we put the pressure on and denied New Zealand their first goal of the quarter due to a contact call, which is always, you don't see contact calls against like goal attack or like goal shooter that often, but when it does, it's a very sweet win for the defenders, that's for sure. And then again, New Zealand missed a few goals. Like I said, we're just more accurate. In the third quarter, Beretta got this amazing goal off balance. It's a bit like a team goals moment, when she was she put the ball in as she was sort of like falling out of court. It was the same thing. She's just amazing athlete. Like I said, in the second quarter, Australia just made less mistakes. We looked more settled than the New Zealand side, and I just felt like Australia was handling the pressure a bit better. Even though we had a bit more pressure on us in that third quarter, I feel like the New Zealanders, as the game got on, they put more pressure on us, but I feel like it was a bit too late after exactly the first half. It's hard to get back that big lead, which is unfortunate, but when we play them again, if we play them again, I think we just have to keep an eye out for that, because when they create pressure, we do struggle a bit. But by the end of the third quarter, they were 27. We were 47 and they were 29. And in the fourth quarter, New Zealand scored off of our centre pass to get the first goal of the quarter. I'm not sure because sometimes when you're such a big lead, sometimes you just sort of fall asleep a little and sort of drop the ball a little bit and kind of lose focus. It happens. You don't want it to, but it does, and it's always frustrating when you do it. That's never a nice thing. But I just feel like maybe that could be one of the reasons why, or maybe that the change that New Zealand made really worked for them. And it's just they just found their solution too late. Australia doesn't let New Zealand settle as we get the turnover and score. I feel like it's important when stuff like that happens is to back yourself up. Yeah, I just feel like I feel like Australia didn't let New Zealand settle after that first goal, and I think that's just really important when something like that happens, is to back yourself up and to just like put yourself in a good position. And I think Australia definitely did that. And then New Zealand sort of scored off of our centre pass again, and then we tried to score off of their centre pass, but New Zealand got the ball back. New Zealand started to gain some momentum in the fourth quarter, but then again, it's in the fourth quarter, it's a bit too late to just get back. The fourth quarter was a bit more scrappy from both sides. There was a lot more pressure from both sides. The fourth quarter is what I sort of more expected throughout all of the game. Yeah, the last quarter is what I sort of more expected the whole game to be like, coming from like an Australian-New Zealand rival. But it wasn't to be. But if we play New Zealand again, I think we have to watch out for that. But then the fourth quarter, we won 53. We won 53-39. So big margin. Anyway, next we play South Africa. It's the same initials. I get confused. We play South Africa at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we have a pretty good record against South Africa. And I feel like we should win, but I don't want to be too overconfident about it. But yeah, that's all I have for today. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. Please subscribe and click the bell notification to know when we upload. And until then, see ya.